Hello, hello, beautiful people. I'm not sure, am I live already? I should be. I am live. Hello, everybody. I hope everyone is okay, and I hope everybody had a great weekend. Mine was very busy. I went to a beautiful concert on Saturday, done by Tanya Assis Academy. It's amazing. I posted a lot of, most of it on Instagram. I hope some of you managed to see it. It was really, really beautiful. And I really encourage everyone to go and watch the next time that they have. I will post the information the next time they have a concert. I'll post the information, and I hope people go and watch. It's really, really beautiful, amazing stuff. Amazing voices, beautiful kids, beautiful mothers. I mean, the whole thing was really just, the energy was amazing. That's the best way to say it. I hope everyone is okay. I've missed you guys. I haven't been live for a few days now. Just testing the waters, trying to understand what's the best time to do the live and all these details. So I figured the best time is every time. So that's what I decided. I thought, oops, I lost my points. 1 second. Oh, lucky, don't eat them. Here are my notes. So, so I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna go live, and you will either see the live or you will see the replay. And in both cases, I'm happy. I hope you're happy, and I hope you benefit as well. Today, I decided to talk about limiting beliefs and what limiting beliefs are. We talk about them a lot in the energy healing world and in the spirituality world, but what are they and where do they come from? So, as the word says, limiting, basically they are beliefs that we have. Whether we are conscious about them or not is another story, but they are beliefs that we have that mainly limit us in our lives. They limit us by being there and being the block, if you wish, if I can call it as such, to things that we decide to do in our lives. Sometimes we set out on a mission, right? And we decide, okay, we're gonna do something, and we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it all the way, and we start, and things are going so well, and at one point in time, something happens and everything stops, and it's either something that we do or something happens from outside. But the point is that whatever we are trying to do gets sabotaged. And sabotaged is a word that you may think, what do you mean? I mean, who's sabotaging this? Remember last time I told you, you are the big boss, you are the boss of your life. So you're the one sabotaging these things. However, when we talk about limiting beliefs and the way they limit you, the difference is that you're not really aware that this is what's happening. Unless you are working on yourself and you're already in that path of self-exploring and self-discovery and understanding what are your qualities and what are the good traits that you have, what are the things that you can master even better, and what are the things that you can work on and fix. So if you're not yet on that path, you'd always be wondering, why is this happening? And there's always this question, why is this happening to me? Because you need to ask yourself. Most of the time we go and ask like a third party. we We don't know who that third party is. Like, ask yourself, why is anything happening to you? Why is it that this is your choice in every choice that you make? Why is it that you're making this choice? Why is it that you're making this decision? So when you start asking yourself these questions, you start wanting to obviously know the answer, right? So when you ask the question, you want to figure out what the answer is, or you want to try to ask someone for help to understand what the answer is. Most of the time, the answer is hidden in your subconscious mind. We have the full brain and we have the conscious mind and the subconscious. Our brain is a very, very powerful tool. But the main thing is that how much do we use that tool? How much of that tool do we actually use? We are only benefiting from 5% of our brain. The rest 95% are our subconscious mind. Now, don't get me wrong, the subconscious mind is very important. It's got a lot of the tasks that we do or that we go through every day on daily basis are autopiloted in our subconscious mind, like when we breathe, like the things that we do without even thinking. These are the things that we do that are already in our subconscious mind. So waking up in the morning, sleeping at night, walking the dog, feeding the baby when it cries. I mean, all of these are actions that are not really led by our conscious brain. It becomes a habit. So our subconscious mind is like, okay. So for example, for me, even walking the dog, if it's already 8:30 without me noticing, or 8 p.m. or like at 6 a.m., I wake up in the morning just to walk the dog. I don't have an alarm. I have nothing ready for me to wake up in the morning, but I do it because my subconscious mind is telling me, hey, wake up. There's something that you need to do. My subconscious mind is always reminding me that my heart should beat, that I should breathe, that when it's time for me to sleep, I should sleep. My body needs to rest. So all of these things are actually led by your subconscious mind, and they are on autopilot. They don't really need, what do you call it? They don't really need an order to work. They're already working. Now, in addition to all of this, so these are the good things about the subconscious mind. In addition to all of this, there are so many other things that are laying there in our subconscious mind that are doing a lot of things in the background of our everyday life, that are even guiding us when we don't know, taking us to that place instead of that place for a very specific reason, because maybe in that place there's something that we should not be crossing, or there's danger. Sometimes, like I said, limiting beliefs sometimes can be also for your, like everything that's in your subconscious mind can be either for your benefit, or sometimes it hinders you. So if it's for your benefit, it's like your intuition is telling you, no, don't go here, don't go there, go here. But when you have a limiting belief, your limiting belief will tell you not to go there, but that would not be the right thing for you, or that would not be what you need or what you want. And this is what I mean by you sabotaging something. Like, I'll give you an example. So if you are in a relationship, let's say, okay, and everything is going great and amazing and things are just so smooth and so perfect, and then suddenly everything goes south, right? So it happens, let's say, and two people break up. And then the next time you are in a relationship, everything is going so really, really amazing and beautiful, and then suddenly something happens, or you create something, and everything goes south. And this becomes your pattern. Now, your pattern is not caused by you not wanting to be in a beautiful and harmonious relationship. It's because something in your subconscious mind is making this go away when it's really beautiful and amazing. But why? You ask why? Why is this happening? When we are children, a lot of things happen to us as children, especially between the age of 0, when we're just born, to the age of 6 years. When we are in that age, we are literally sponges, and we are just watching everything around us and absorbing everything that we see, everything that we hear, everything that we sense, that we touch, that we smell, that we taste. This is all us learning. And when I say us learning, most of the learnings that we go through at that age build up in our subconscious mind, and they grow in our subconscious mind. Now, going back to the example I was saying, so it's really beautiful and amazing, and then suddenly it goes away because we as human beings find it to be beautiful and oh my God, it's amazing, and we use it a lot of time. We use this word, it's too good to be true. Like, what do you mean? What's too good to be true? It is true, and it is good. So when we say it's too good to be true, our subconscious mind hears it and, oh, okay, then it shouldn't be here because it's too good to be true. It shouldn't be true. So we start doing things to sabotage it. When we are kids, we hear everything that's around us and we see everything that's around us. We are already here with a lot of knowledge. So we come already with so much knowledge. But we are kids, we don't know how to express. This is why when we are kids, you see a lot of kids have what we call the grown-ups. We call their imaginary friends, and God knows who they're talking to, and they have their own language. But they have, and they're talking to existing entities, let's call them. But this is another story. Now, when they're kids, we hear them and we start telling them, for example, and this is where limiting beliefs come from. So if a kid is talking to his imaginary friends and, as parents start telling them, no, you shouldn't say that. People will think that you are crazy. Don't say that. It's not good. What will people say? So that kid will start thinking that, if they're talking to their angels or their guiding spirits, that it's not a good thing, and they will just, be afraid, and they will stop doing it, and then they will forget. But that's a topic for another story. The real topic that I want to get to is, how do they learn from their own parents or from their own surrounding? So let's say a mother is frustrated, she wants her kids to eat, they're not eating, and then she starts screaming at them, and then you have to eat, and you have to eat because I love you, and you should grow, and you have to eat, and maybe sometimes there's hitting, sometimes there's screaming, and it's happening over and over and over again. So the kid starts associating food and love, actually not food, starts associating love with hurt. So if you don't eat, like you should eat, or I will be angry with you because I love you. So they associate anger with love. If you don't eat, I will stop loving you. They associate eating with love. So love becomes something that is scary, that is, what is this feeling that we should always be afraid of, you know? So this is how, for example, a limiting belief as such can start by a mother or a father using wrong words with their kids, associating certain feelings with certain words, and this will be in the kid's brain associated for life. It's not gonna be like, okay, then, and that's it. This is an association that kids will have from the age of 0 to 6, especially if it's something repetitive. They will just keep on building this idea in their mind, and they will make the association between, for example, like I said here, for example, love and anger, or love and abuse, or I hit you because I love you. Mothers, especially in our culture, they say this a lot. I hate you because I love you. And then women or men, when they grow up, they start associating love with abuse, or love with being hit. So they either accept being in toxic relationships where partners abuse each other, or they hit each other, or they use abusive language, or they cannot accept a beautiful or good relationship because love is associated with hurt, and love is associated with fear. So if a relationship is good, there's something wrong. Where is the love? There is no abuse, so where's the love? There's no hate, so where's the love? There's no fear, so where's the love? So this is why when things are going great, if you have a limiting belief that you are not good enough, let's say, or that love means hurting, or love means fear, or love means anger, and your relationship is going so smooth, you start finding ways to destroy that smoothness, because this is what you are used to, because this is how your subconscious mind is modeled, and this is what it's accustomed to. Love equals abuse, or love equals hurt. So if I'm not hurting, that means there's no love. And who doesn't want love in their life? No, they want love. So okay, this is not working, we let it go, we start a new one. If it's going great, oh no, where is the love? There's no hurt, there's nothing like that. So we sabotage it. And this is what the meaning of a limiting belief is. So this belief that we have, that love has to be associated with hurt, or fear, or abuse, or judgment, or resentment, or what have you. I mean, there are really no limits. So when we have all of this, and we reach a point where things are going good, it doesn't work. So we limit ourselves, and this is why we call them the limiting beliefs. A lot of us, I wanna tell you a story. My friend's kid, he's such a bright boy. He just turned 5. Okay, so the other day he told his mother, he's like, "Mom, now I am a kid, I'm a boy." And she said, "Yes." And then he said, "After that, I will grow up, and I will be married, I will become a man, and then I will become a father because I will have children. And then after that, my children will grow and they will become father, and I will become a grandfather. And then I will die and I will go to God." And she said, "Yes." And then he told her, "But I will come back again." So my friend was telling me, and I told her, well, the guy is aware and he knows the story, so that's amazing. Why am I telling you this story? The beauty of this is that my friend did not actually correct her son, and did not tell him, "No, you shouldn't be saying that. this is not correct, this is not true. And she wasn't telling him the things that she had been accustomed to throughout her life, that her subconscious mind has, that her whole life she has been conditioned on certain ideas. She did not go and tell her son, no, this is not correct, and don't say that, and don't let anyone hear you. On the contrary, she was actually very proud, talking about how his mind is so enlightened, how his mind is so smart. He knows. He is still aware. He still remembers. And most kids, especially this generation, you see a lot of kids in this generation that we in the spiritual world, they're called rainbow children. They're born in a generation or in a time where this ascension is taking place, and a lot of people are going back to their spirituality, to understanding what it is that is limiting them, what is their life all about, what they need to learn, what they are here for, why they came to this earth. So this era is filled with children who are rainbow children, who know, who remember. And I say we should learn from them, because they're guiding us as well as grown-ups, because as grown-ups we've been limited for so long, for so many years. And a lot of us are awakening, some of us are still not, but everyone has their divine timing. It will happen sooner or later in this lifetime or in another lifetime. It's gonna happen, but you know, it takes time, and it takes divinity. And when I say divinity, I don't mean the divinity of the person, I mean the divinity of the whole experience, the divinity of the time, the timeline itself. When is the right time? When is this divine time going to happen or going to come? So basically, going back to my friend's son, the fact that she did not tell him, don't say that, or don't, she actually did him a favor, and she did not create a limiting belief for his future. She encouraged him, and she was proud of who he was, of the fact that he understood things his own way. And maybe he even explained things to her, maybe things that she in her conscious mind would be questioning by it, but in her subconscious mind she might be limited on that front, and she might not. Who knows? Until she decides, or until anyone decides to work on themselves, you wouldn't be able to know what your limiting beliefs are until you start asking, and until you start questioning, and until you start digging, and to understand where all these limitations are coming from, and why things in your life happen the way they happen. And why do you bring these things to your life? Why we accept the things that we accept, and we reject the things that we reject. Remember, like I told you last time, you're the boss of your life. So if you're rejecting something, it's because you decided to reject it. You chose to reject that thing. You chose to bring it to your life, then you chose to reject it. The question is why? Why do you do that? Do you do it consciously? Are you 100% in control? Or is there some other reason or something else controlling your actions? The minute you feel there's something else controlling your action, and always know that this something else is not something from outside. It's not. It's all within you. It's all coming from you. You're because of your limiting beliefs, and because of, I'm only talking now about limiting beliefs that are creating in your childhood. There are other limiting beliefs that come from group consciousness. There are other limiting beliefs that come from your history, from your ancestors. They are genetic. They come because your ancestors thought. I'll give you an example. So since forever, the man was supposed to go hunt and bring food for the family, and the woman was supposed to take care of the children and nourish them and protect the house. Right? This is like since forever. This is a group consciousness belief. This is since history. It's always been there. And this is a group consciousness belief because everyone believes this. That's why it's called group consciousness. But is it a fact? Is it reality? Is it true? Does it apply all the time? Or do we have the liberty to make these choices? As people, we do have the liberty, of course, because again, you are the boss of your own life. But because we have so many limiting beliefs, because we have fear of judgment, we have fear of failure, we have fear of success even, we start limiting ourselves. And these are all coming from everything that we have been through in this life and everything that we have picked up from everywhere else and everybody else. But this is a topic for another episode or for another live. Today I just wanted to go through the limiting beliefs that are built in our childhood. We call them core limiting beliefs because they happen in our childhood and we take them from our childhood. They're not subjected to our genetic lineage or our history or the group consciousness. They happen because of a very specific experience that we go through when we are kids, like the example of the kid who needs to eat and who gets hit to eat, or you have to eat because I love you, I hit you because I love you, and I hit you so that you eat, and you should eat so you grow older and become a good man. And a lot of people develop they become bulimic because of this, that they have to become strong, they have to become they have to eat so that they can be a good strong man, and then their life becomes all about eating, and they become obese and they don't understand why, and they can never stop. This is all because of all of these things that we have been subjected to when we were kids. Hi Tare. Sure, always happy. Tell me what you need more information of and I'll share in a different live. I'm always asking everyone on my account to tell me what they think or what the ideas are that they want me to talk about. So going back to the limiting beliefs that happen when we are kids, we call them core limiting beliefs. So they grow with us, and then more beliefs start building on top of those. So it's not only that one belief. We have a lifetime, and this lifetime is filled with so many things happening, with so many actions. Some of them are our creation. As we grow old, they become definitely our creation. As we are kids, we're subjected to a lot of things, but it's still our creation. But that's also a story for a different life. This topic never ends. It's amazing. I mean, it's when you start. It's like the Pringles, When you pop, you can't stop. It's exactly the same. So this is what I wanted to talk to you about today, and I just want to say one last thing to remember, especially for when we're dealing with kids, to remember that our words are very powerful. They are powerful to us, and they are powerful to everyone around us as well. And kids, they pick up, especially in that age from 0 to 6 or to 7. So they pick up everything that they hear, and they pick up everything that people say around them. So just always remember and always be careful of the words that you choose to use. Even for you, not just for the kids around you, even for you. And this is why when we talk about, positivity, and how some people are always, they have this positive energy. And you know, these people who have this positive energy, they do it, and it takes work, and then it becomes, you know, your subconscious mind now knows, and it's on autopilot. But before that, people who want to be positive, they've gone through a journey to become the positive people that they are. And they understood that the importance of positivity, the importance of their words, the importance of how their thoughts should be verbalized, you know, and how your words eventually affect your thoughts. So it's like a continuous circle, right? So it's very important to also remember the words that we use with our kids, with each other, when we want to talk about things. The universe works in a very interesting way, right? So whatever you say is out there. So if you say negative things, this is what you're gonna get. And if you keep your positivity and you're always reflecting, like you are consciously positive and you're consciously reflecting your positivity, this is what you're gonna get, right? I'm not saying that you know, there aren't any ups and downs. There are. I mean, this is what life is all about. And we're here on a mission. We are here to learn all these virtues. We are here to become better versions of who we are. We are here to higher our vibrations. So we are on a learning path. We are on a learning journey. And we are always learning from everything that we go through, whether it's a downer or an upper situation, and we are filled with joy and hope. We're learning from that. And when we go through sorrow, we're also learning from that. We're learning patience, we're learning tolerance, we're learning bravery. There are so many things that we learn from everything that we go through in our lives. However, there are better ways for learning. There are a lot of ways where we can learn without having to go through all these miseries, without having to go, especially the miseries and the problems that we cause in our lives. I'm not talking about the things that are external to us that we have no control over, okay? I'm talking about the things that we as human beings can control. So there are a lot of things that you can control. And again, your life is your life. It's your life. Y-O-U-R in capital. So you are the boss. You're responsible for it. You're the creator of your life. If you want to create a miserable life, your thoughts are going to be miserable. Your actions are going to be miserable. Your emotions are going to be miserable. Your feelings are going to be miserable. Hence, a miserable life. If you want to create a life that is filled with hope, that is filled with joy, you cannot wake up in the morning and be like, you know? How are you going to experience joy? You have to be up, you have to be upbeat, you have to dance, you have to scream if you want to, you have to go out in nature, experience the beauty that is around you. And there's no way on earth, if you do all of these things, that you would feel down. For example, just giving an example here. I mean, this is very generic, okay? I'm not talking about something very, very specific. I'm just being really very generic here. And these are the messages that I feel like I want to show, that I want to tell you, that I want you to think about, that should be triggering for your mind to start thinking, oh yeah, and start seeing the patterns that you are creating in your life, and remembering and wondering, why am I creating this? What's my intention from having something like this in my life? Ask yourself these questions, and by the way, you will get the answers. Just sit and relax, and when you are faced with anything, even if it's something good, I'm not saying only for the bad things, even if it's something good, Just take a breath, sit and ask the question, what's my intention from having this in my life? And listen. And there's no need to go very deep, by the way. Look, the answer will come, like, let your brain be, and the first thing that comes to your mind is going to be your answer. So don't overthink it, basically. But ask. Start wondering. Why? And start wondering, where is it coming from? What happened? Why is this in my life? What do I need from it? What am I learning? What am I bringing to me, and to learn what? Okay? So, I think for tonight, oh wow, have 35 minutes. Yes! And Ayman, I think you asked me what's wrong with my hand. There's nothing wrong. It's just because of typing a lot. So I had to. My doctor said I either put it in a support and wait for 1 week without moving my thumb, so that it relaxes and the pain the inflammation goes. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to do what do you call it? An injection that has cortisone, and I'm trying to avoid that. So hence, I'm relaxing my hand. All right, guys, that's it for me tonight. Thank you for joining, whoever joined, and I hope that this has been a little bit of an eye-opener for many of you. And I will see you again, hopefully, tomorrow. Like I said at the beginning, I'm still testing the waters to see if I do lives every day on my personal, or once a week. I think I'm gonna stick to once a week, but we'll see how it goes. And let me know if you want me to do this more often. I will see how I can oblige. I wish you all a great night if you are where I am, a great morning if you are elsewhere in the world where it's the morning already. And for those who are sleeping, I hope you are having sweet dreams and enjoy watching this tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.